Wait, are you talking about one of my exes?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ew!
He was like, oh, how about we name our children for the future?
No. Bad idea.
Wouldn't even let me put my head on his shoulder.
I don't think so. Then the next one. Okay, so what's the next best for you?
Okay. This is another church guy.
So if you don't know about Sharon, she'd be like having her pick at church.
I know that this looks so bad.
I literally dated no one from our church. Nobody wanted to date me, and I didn't want to date them.
I mean, everybody from my church was like, we knew them ever since we were like, what? Like before elementary school?
Well, like, I think I knew one of them when I was legit, like, I think he was my first human friend. Like, I think I knew him since like 3 or 2 or something. We have like baby photos of us like naked in a pool. I mean, in a pool, what the hell? In a tub. Getting bathed.
Like, why are you naked in a pool? That's inappropriate.
No, we're both taking a bath for some reason. I don't know.
That's so inappropriate.
I think his brother was in there too.
Ew! Oh.
Okay, anyway.
Wait, are you talking about one of my exes?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ew! I'm talking about the violinist.
Oh, shoot, that's even worse.
Okay, go on.
Anyways, yeah, so, he was 2 years older than me. We were, like, friends for a really long time.
Oh! Okay.
You know who, right?
Okay, now I know who.
Happily married now. So I dated him apparently when I was 15. And, yeah. We did nothing. We didn't even kiss.
What?
We just held hands. He wouldn't even let me put my head on his shoulder. No, while we were dating, right? I tried to put my head on his shoulder and he was like trying to like move away.
But why? Why?
I don't know. And then the second time, like, you know, in the car, I was trying to put my head on his shoulder, like pretending to sleep, and then he kept sliding down, and then I was just like, like by the end of the night, like broke my neck. Okay, but anyways, so I mean, literally, we did nothing. We would talk on the phone like so much. I don't even know about what, but he kind of freaked me out, and this is why I kind of like broke up with him, because we were talking on the phone, and I think we were talking on the phone for like 12 hours. Like the sun was coming up, right?
Oh my god.
Like by the time we hung up, but he was like out of nowhere, just like we were talking, and he was like, "Oh, how about we name our children for the future?" And he was like, "You wanted 4 kids, right? So why don't we name them now?" I'm like, "I'm 15." That kind of freaked me out. I don't know why. I was like, "Ew!" Like that was kind of like so cringe to me.
Why?
I don't know. Like I hated it. I was like, I can't really think of a name right now. Like, I think it's too late, whatever. And he just kept pushing. Oh, but you wanted 4, right? Like, let's just do 4, whatever. And then he was like, oh yeah, I have a list of names of if it was all girls or all guys. And I was like,
whoa, he
is
really
that
be
kind of
out
creepy?
here. How old was
he was, since he was 2 years older than me, he was like
17? So he was like a senior or something?
Yeah, but I'm like, we're only kids. I don't want kids now.
Really? I feel like my first boyfriend, like, we were so serious. We would talk about marriage all the time, our careers, futures, aspirations. We would always talk about that. Like, and that's why he did dump my ass, because he, like, did not want to be with me in the future.
I mean, okay, we only dated 3 months, right? Altogether?
Yeah. Oh,
this
no
was like
way.
the first month.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we dated for a very short time, because literally all we would do is go on mall dates. We like barely held hands either. And then we would chat on AIM.
You think it was because he was kind of low-key afraid to take it there, to the next level?
I don't know what it was. Like literally, we had like lack of communication there, like in that aspect. But we like talked a lot, like on the phone, AIM, whatever. But yeah. And then we kind of had this thing after, like years later, maybe like 2-3 years later.
Yeah.
But he was like already in college in Michigan, and then I was still in New York.
Yeah.
And it clearly didn't work out. I was like, I can't do long distance relationships. So I had this like crush on another person. So I called him. I remember I was in high school in my in the library. It was like a free period, and I called him and I was like, I'm sorry, I think I like somebody else.
That just gave me chills.
And then he was like, okay. And then we hung up, and then we just like never talked
about yeah, and he probably bawled his eyes out after.
Oh my god. When we broke up, after 3 months, he like took it hard. like running on the street barefoot hard. I heard that from his brother.
Yeah, I think from his brother, he told us, like, he would not come out of his room. And then when he did, like, he would, like, look at his brother and be like, I'm still not over her. And then go back into the room and just be, like, there for, like, days.
I did not hear this.
Yeah, but I heard that. I don't know if I heard it from him, though. I think it was just common knowledge.
Oh man, I mean, everybody knew at church, which was okay. Seriously, like, I was kind of mad at him for that because I'm like, this is embarrassing. Like,
why?
Okay,
it's
it was
love.
Only 3 months.
He loves you, girl.
I was like, you're being so overly dramatic.
I don't think so. I think in his eyes, he just lost the mother of his 4 girls or 4 guys.
I hate you.
Now who's gonna be the mother of his 4 children? Oh, God. Azura says, OMG, holding hands, but then he like censored the holding hands. That's so funny.
Yeah, and mall dates, like, what the heck?
I mean, but you guys were so young. What else could you do?
Yeah, for some reason, at that age, I was like, this is so lame.
What else could you guys have done?
I have no idea. What the heck is wrong with me? But seriously, I was like, this is the most lamest date ever. But, like, that was only my second boyfriend.
I planned so hard.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Let me think. The second best for me, oh my god, it's so funny because like it's like the second boyfriend, he was like great and like such a nice guy, but we were just purely incompatible in like the way we view life and like what we see in the future. So that's why we broke up. So it was such a, like, for me, like I don't know, it was just like I have so much good, like, opinions about this guy. It's just, he wasn't for me. But then, the next other guys, it's like, literally, he's here, and then everyone else is like, they're all, like, rock bottom. And I'm, like, trying to pick from, like, poop. And I'm like, okay, so which one is the least shittiest one, I guess? Like, I'm trying to think so hard right now. Oh my god, they're so bad. The rest of them are like...
I know, you... I mean, I had bad ones too, but you had like...
I just like... Yeah, I think I just picked like the dumbest things. Like, I think the second worst one is... I think the second worst one is the guy who was still married. Okay, guys, I know that sounds crazy, but it's like, it's not what you guys think. I wasn't the other woman at all. Like, so he was in one of those, like, he needed to get a visa can't
Nice.
believe this is in my life. No. Bad idea. Like, he was... It's like, yeah, he was the next runner-up, but, like, that does not mean I liked him second most. Because, like, literally, he was so weird. He was such a strange person. Like, when I would talk to him, it's like, when he would tell me his life story, he almost just like lived life as it came to him, but like in a very extreme way. So like he came to America by himself in high school, and I guess he was living at a like what are they called, like the boarding homes or like the hosting homes, I don't know, but basically like he was living with people, like a family that wasn't his family, right, for the school that he went to. And sometimes I guess like since no one's really like telling him what to do, he would just like sleep outside in like abandoned buildings or something, and he would just like, I don't know, like not shower and just like not go to school. I don't even think he has a GED or anything. Like he just kind of like would wake up and just go with whatever the day gave him. I don't know if that makes sense, but like you know, he had like no real goals in life, no aspirations. Like, you know, I'm a very goal driven person, I'm a very career driven person, but for him, like, he just doesn't really care about things like that. He just wants to just be alive. Like, I don't know how to, yeah, like I don't, yeah, like that was his criteria for every day, where he would just be like, oh, like, you want to go do this? And it's like all these like kind of extreme things. Like he would ask me like, oh, do you want to go on a weekend vacation to this place that's like 2 hours away? And I'm kind of like, you are asking me Friday if I can go tomorrow to this place. Like, no, I can't. And yeah, it was just like we were really incompatible. We were just so different. And he would have like weird like rage, like super super weird rage. I remember he almost got in a fight with like this nice lady who was just trying to pick up her medicine from CVS, because I had to pick up my medicine from CVS at the time. I think I had like allergies or something, and I had to take like antibiotics for it. Yeah, and like he basically was like, we were waiting in line behind her, right? And he was getting super impatient, but for me, we literally were there for like 5 minutes. So for me, I was like, it's okay. I mean, we'll get through this. It's totally fine. And then all of a sudden, he's just like, what the fuck, man? This is taking forever. Like shouting it. And there's like, you know, a CVS. Think about it. It's not like packed with people. There's only like gonna be 5 people there, right? So everyone's just kind of like looking over, and the lady, like, she's just like this friendly lady who's talking with the person in the pharmacy place and just chit-chatting about, oh, like, I tried this medicine, blah, blah, blah. You know, having a jolly time. And she didn't even realize that he was even addressing her, right? And then finally it clicked to her that it was her that he was talking about. And she kind of like turned around and was like, kind of like, are you talking about me? Like, she's just like kind of dumbfounded. Yeah, she's just like this nice like PTA like lady, and he's like, yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, it's taking so fucking long, girl. And she's just like, oh my god. And she like is hurrying up. And the whole time he's like yelling like things like that, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed to be associated with this person.
Damn.
And I remember I was so embarrassed that I didn't even want to wait anymore. So I left, and I just got the medication on my own because I was like, this is a little too heavy.
Ew, what the heck? I hate those kind of people. It's like you're so embarrassed to be with them.
Oh my god. And like he just thought, I guess, like in his head, he just thought he was being like so badass, like I'm being so alpha right now. He would pick fights with like women only, and like the nicest looking women. I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, why are you yelling at these people? Just stop. Like, don't do that. Like, you know, for me, like my upbringing was like, you know, don't pick fights with people, just, you know, keep the peace. Protecting hard as hell. Dodge a bullet.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna eat some noodles. I'm hungry.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I remember like he would just like, oh my gosh, I think the last straw for me was like when he would like tell me what to tell my dad. Like, cause at the time I was a college student and I was still struggling through college, you know, typical, like, you know, you're a student, you don't have the most money, right? So I was doing a part-time job at the time, but it was still tight from time to time because I had to get this thing or that thing, you know, like how it goes. And I remember him, he's like, why don't you call up your dad? Like, what a lousy ass dad who doesn't do anything for you, huh? He doesn't even love you, right? And I was just like, okay, you don't even know shit about my family. Don't ever come for my dad. Don't, like, look at you. You don't have anything going for you. You don't even have a GED, bro. And you're coming at my dad who came here, immigrated, learned a whole fucking new ass language, still got a better job than you right now, and is, like, able to pay and support his entire whole ass family. And you're telling me that he's a lousy dad? How dare you? Like, I was so fired up, and I was like, you know what? I could fight him, I could beat him up, or I could just break up with him. So I was like, okay, bye. Not even a GED. Get out of here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having like a lack of education or whatever when it's like out of your reach, you know, like as in like you financially can't support it. That's a different discussion. He willingly tossed away education, all these opportunities. Like, you know, like he willingly was like, nah, I just want to be lazy. And like, that's it. It was like the worst. He needed to get a visa, right? So he like found, I guess, another girl to marry him so that he can get a visa. And he was in the process of divorcing her when he started dating me, right? And I think because of that, that's why I didn't take him seriously at all. Because I think by the time I dated him, I had so many shitty things and dates that this guy just felt like, you know what, he's already down to like, you know, boo me up, and like he seems like this guy who would just be really nice to me. So let me just date him. Whatever, right?